Hi, here we are at Grand Designs Live at Excel, and today we're going to be speaking to some designers and artists. We have Adventure in Furniture, which is beautiful. We also have carved wall art and the artist Paul James. At the moment, we're in this lovely gazebo by Ornate Garden, very cozy, and it's got some lovely aromas as well. Love it. Stay tuned. Here we are at Grand Designs with Jason and with Adventures in Furniture. So please do tell us, is this your first time here?
No, it's actually our third, but we generally sell through our shops in London or the website. We just like to do the exhibitions to reach a new audience.
Okay, nice. And how have you found it so far since you've been doing it for a while?
Great. Yeah, it's really interesting. You meet people who maybe don't have access to our shops, and we get to select a small range. I mean, we do thousands of pieces, but this is just a small selection. It's kind of fun talking about new designs, and we try and mix in new products. Like the table here is the first time we've shown it. So. Okay, nice. Now, one of the things I noticed was that as we are standing here, you have a branch called Ethnicraft. How did that come out of Adventure in Furniture? Adventures in Furniture is a kind of umbrella for our own designs, other people's designs, all sorts. And then we sometimes work in partnership with more established brands like Ethnicraft, who maybe concentrate on certain aspects of the design.
Yeah, nice. Okay, and I've seen that most of your materials in this range is more European based. Any reasons behind that?
We've won some awards for our environmental work. We won the Guardian Sustainable Business of the Year award because we look at the whole production supply chain, right from the conditions of the workshops through to how the materials are sourced, right the way through to what the customers see, and then we provide that information to them. So I know exactly where the wood's sourced from, how much people are paid to make it, what their lunch breaks are, everything, because we see it. If you're trying to get a lovely bit of furniture in your home, you want a good story behind it. Exactly. It's not just how it looks.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things these days is about buying into the brand, the lifestyle, and you've spoke a little bit about the manufacturing process. Would you be able to tell us, so do you work with in-house designers or do you have...
It's about a third to half we design ourselves, and then the remainder designed by people in the workshops, and that's why you get quite a contrast of styles. Generally, if you could put it in one classification, it's contemporary, but made with real natural materials. So we don't use a lot of veneers, also with traditional joinery. So you can have something that looks very modern, but will still last you forever. It's not made from veneer sections, just kind of slapped together with a few pins. You know, it's furniture to last, which we also do for environmental reasons. The concept of disposable furniture is a relatively new one. And it's a completely ridiculous one. The idea that you buy a TV unit, it starts to wobble, so you throw it out, is clearly ridiculous.
Not acceptable. So what is the inspirations behind the brand? Is there any particular trends you follow, or is it all from the designs? Or
I think the furniture trends aren't as immediate as, say, trends in fashion, but clearly, to take a recent example, there was a growth of interest in vintage furniture. And we've got a little retro twist to some of our pieces that have crept in as part of that. So you do need to fit with what people are seeing in magazines and so on. But because our furniture is made to last decades, it's not too linked to like one summer season. It needs to be something that people think will look good in their home in 10 years' time, because it will last. Also, if you make from real materials, the furniture looks better over time.
It ages, doesn't it?
It does, It gets a warmth to it and a kind of character to it, and we like that aspect as well. So.
Nice. So you showed me earlier you have a table called the Brooklyn table, which is actually extendable. Please do share with our viewers a little bit more about that.
Okay, sure. Well, one of our best-selling products is the extendable table, and we work with amazing German engineering inside, so we can extend tables from relatively small to really huge. Add 2 people, add 4 people. You will see when I demonstrate it. Again, made from solid woods and very versatile. We go everything from a very small table to really some quite major ones. We can do tables up to 7 meters long, for example.
Wow, that's incredible.
If you own a castle in Scotland. There's not many houses in London could fit it. But.
Awesome. And how did that come about? Was there a demand, or you guys just kind of...
Yeah, it's become if we had a sort of speciality, I think it's extending tables or the bedroom furniture, really.
Okay.
Because to make a very good quality extendable table is quite complicated.
Yes, it is.
It can't just be kind of slapped together, and we've got a lot of experience doing it, and it seems to work well. And I think then as more and more people convert their what used to be a kitchen into a kitchen dining, it's kind of half and half. Half the time they need a smaller table, half it's a big dinner party. The days of a separate dining room are kind of over. I don't know anyone who has a separate dining room, whereas maybe sort of 30 years ago, you would often have a separate room with a dark table.
Yeah.
And that's kind of disappeared. Certainly in London, I don't think it exists anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of all fluid, open, one space now, which is nice to see. Yeah.
So the furniture in turn needs to be quite flexible.
Yeah, totally agree with you. And how long has the company been going for?
We've evolved through different names over the time. So it's if you take the whole thing, it's about 29 years now, a long time.
That's a long time.
Adventures and furniture elements, some of the more contemporary elements are more the sort of recent period. But yeah, we've been involved in the furniture industry a long time.
Okay, and whereabouts are you based?
Our spiritual home is Islington. We also have a showroom in Chiswick and a website where we sell all over. So we see ourselves as multinational, but really we're quite London based. And Islington is a quirky old shop with odd rooms, and that's where it all started. Okay,
so say if our viewers at home wanted to come and have a look, is it best place to go Islington?
Yeah, Islington or Chiswick. Have a look at our website first, research it, Islington, Chiswick, ring us up, email, whatever.
Awesome. I mean, it's been absolutely fantastic speaking to you. Thank you for taking the time out. And please let us know, are you going to have any more upcoming exhibitions, or is it just here?
We do exhibitions periodically. I don't know the next one's scheduled, but otherwise come and see us in our showrooms or get in touch.
Okay, awesome. So we'll have all of that on the website, so be sure to check it out. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Hello, would you like to introduce yourself to the viewers at home for us?
Yeah, I'd love to. Hi, my name's Jeff Fone and I run the Paul James Gallery.
Okay, great. So, is this your first time at Grand Designs?
It's actually the first time I've exhibited in London, Grand Designs.
Oh, okay.
So I've done Birmingham twice.
Okay.
And I thought it was about time that we brought Paul's work to a London audience.
And how are you finding it so far?
Yeah, terrific. One thing that I found quite interesting was the first sale that I made on Saturday wasn't actually to a Londoner. It was of this fabulous animal here, which is a Highland bull. And it was to a couple that was on the Isle of Skye.
Oh, nice. That's different. Okay.
But no, it's been well received so far.
Oh, nice. Now, what we've really picked up on is we can see Paul likes to use animals. Now, what is his inspiration behind that? Why does he particularly choose to be an animal artist?
Well, besides the love of animals, Paul's got a nomadic he's got a nomadic lifestyle. He's never really in one place. And that goes back 20, 30 years when he used to travel the inland waterways on narrow boats.
Right.
Now, when you're out on a narrow boat, you might even be in an urban area, but you're surrounded by wildlife. So this constant surrounding of wildlife is what's inspired him to continue to paint wildlife.
Okay, that's really interesting because also a lot of his work has the juxtaposition, like he's got this gorilla here, and then it's got graffiti behind it, along with the ducks as well. Any particular reason why he chooses to do the two juxtaposition?
Yeah, again, not by design, but by chance. Now, being a wildlife artist for 30 years, Paul's got an objective of keeping this wildlife appealable as art to a modern audience. And up until that point, he had two distinctive styles: a classic style, which was just a portrait of an animal, or what he called Head in the Clouds, which was a similar portrait, but with a bit of a quirky sky background to it. How this urban came about was, again, going back to his days on the narrowboat. He went through Birmingham city centre on a narrowboat and saw a mallard duck on the towpath surrounded by graffiti and rubbish on the floor, and it was simply wildlife in an urban setting. So then he came back and decided straight away that was going to be his next series of collection of work.
I see. Okay. Now, is there any particular reason why you've chosen to dedicate your entire gallery towards Paul James art?
Okay, so there is a commercial edge to it, but first and foremost, it's a love of his work. So I've been in the art industry now for about 15 years. I've owned my own gallery selling other people's work, but Paul truly stood out as being a little bit individual. He's quirky, his artwork is detailed, fantastic. He challenges art. Now, Paul's been a published artist for the last 10 or 12 years.
Okay.
He's been with the 2 top UK publishers in the UK. But with respect to the publishers, whilst they both benefit from the relationship of artist and publisher, a publisher has got more of a commercial take on what they want.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whereas an artist, Paul, first and foremost, is an artist. So when a publisher might say, "Hey, Paul, dogs and cats are really selling well. Can you paint dogs and cats?" Paul has said, "Look, I can, but it's not me. It's not what I want to do."
That's 100% understandable. I can relate to that as an artist, because sometimes you really want to push and sell what you really enjoy, but you want to push the commercial side, so you've got to find the balance, which
Absolutely
is great
right.
that he's managed to find that.
And that commercial aspect is important, of course, because Paul, artists earn their living from what they do. But he stood out for me as a gallery owner, and why I've chosen to dedicate all of my time now to Paul's work is because he truly was an individual that stood out amongst all the other artists that I was selling, because of his dedication and his commitment to art first and the commercial side of it second.
That is really great to hear. So where do you see the future of the gallery going in terms of you guys, your relationship?
Okay, I would say that over those 10 years that we worked together, we've become extremely good friends. So I can't see that relationship ever ending from a friendship perspective. In terms of the gallery, we want to do a lot more international business.
Oh wow!
So
nice.
Paul is big in the States. He's had a good following in the USA for the last 12 years. There's galleries in Colorado and Texas that sell a lot of his originals. And so I think, as the Paul James Gallery, I'd like to go overseas and try and focus on the US market with his large limited edition prints.
Okay, that's really interesting. So you said there's large limited edition prints.
Yeah.
Is there also another collection, or you just mainly focus on the large prints?
Well, Paul's original pieces typically are large in the first instance.
Okay, I see.
So Paul likes, again, the challenge of painting 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot canvases. Now, these canvases will take him months to paint, but then when Paul chooses to put those into limited editions, he naturally feels that they should be shown off large, just like he envisages and can see in the original paintings. Well, the Americans like large art.
Yeah,
so
the bigger the better.
So now we've often had people say to us, "I love Paul's work, but I never have a wall big enough for it." But again, that's Paul's preference of art first, commercial second.
Yes.
He'll still reproduce a small quantity of editions, but large size.
Fantastic. So do you guys have any other upcoming exhibitions at all? Besides
Okay, well, I would say Paul is actually a talented pianist.
Okay.
He plays boogie-woogie, blues and jazz. And in fact, the Paul James Gallery sells 2 of Paul's CDs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he composes his own music and plays it on piano. And in August the 15th, in Northamptonshire, which is our hometown, we've got an art and music event where Paul's going to bring the two together. And we're going to play piano, and we're going to talk about his artwork.
Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. Please do tell viewers, where can they find your gallery? Where can they visit?
Yeah, fine. So the best thing to do is come and see us online at pauljamesgallery.com. All of the contact details are there. We're in the heart of the UK in Northamptonshire, and drop us a line.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the viewers at home?
Yeah, our stand is Carved Wall Art. I'm Isabel, and yeah, we're based in West Sussex.
Okay, awesome. So have you exhibited at Grand Designs before?
I have, yes. This is the 3rd time we've been here.
Okay, and how have you found it so far?
Yeah, very good actually. We've done, we've had a lot of inquiries. We're doing pretty well. So yeah, always worth coming here.
Good, good. Now, one of the things that really interested me was the manufacturing process. How is it made? Because it looks like lacquered wood, but I'm not really entirely sure of the process.
Yeah, basically, my boss makes them all. They're all done in-house. So he designs them all first, and then they are machined out with using a CNC machine. Then we have a lady that comes in and literally hand sands them all, which takes an awful long time. And then they're lacquered. So the lacquering process is also done at a local company. So it's all made in West Sussex itself.
Oh, okay. And in terms of wood, is there any particular woods that you stick to, or do you select a range? What's the process?
We use very high-grade furniture ply, and that's because it's layered. So as you carve through, you get the layered effect, and that's how we create the wood effect.
And in terms of projects, do you guys get a lot of commissions, or do you have clientele you stick with? How does that work?
They're mainly bespoke commissions. So although we have a range, most people will come to us and say, well, I like that, but for example, with the giraffe, we had a customer that came in and said, my wife loves giraffes, can you do something? So we created that especially for her. But everybody will say to us, well, I like that design, but can I have it in a different size, a different shape, a different finish? And we can always do that.
Great. And what is the inspiration behind it? Because obviously it's quite a lot of organic shapes. Is it mainly trees or kind of anything?
Yeah, well, it started off as more some of the more abstract designs, and then as the range evolved and we started getting customer feedback, we realised that this was one of the more natural designs, and it's become very popular. And I think that's the way that the range is going now. Yeah.
Okay, and do you just do wall features? Do you do any other? I mean, we see today you have a table. Do you do any other?
Yeah, we are starting to branch out in that. So obviously to start with it was all carved wall art, which it still is.
Yeah.
But we can fit out boats. We've done a whole boat fit out. We've done shops. We've fitted out shops with it. We've had it on shop counters. We've obviously done our new first table. So again, that's first in the range. It can be adapted to any shape, size that you like. So yeah, it's starting to evolve.
I mean, that's really nice to see that you're able to expand into other areas, because it really is a unique feature that can be found in the home.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any upcoming exhibitions that viewers might want to check out?
Not as yet. I mean, we're probably going to be doing more like this, certainly coming back to Grand Designs. We may well go to a hotel exhibition because they really are perfect for hotels.
Yeah.
So we'll probably be looking at that in the future. Maybe the boat show as well. So we're looking to expand the audience really and try and sort of get a foot in the door of other places like that, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. That's been absolutely great. Do tell the viewers where they can find you, where they can visit your showroom.
The showroom's based in West Sussex. We're about 10 minutes outside of Horsham on the A281. Very welcome to come and see us anytime. If on our brochure, you can phone us, email us, and we also have a website. You can purchase off the website and you can email us.
Awesome. So we'll also put that on our website as well. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed what we brought for you from Grand Designs. It was lovely to see the artists in their element. If you do want to see more, head over to the website. We have everything on there. Please do leave your feedback. We'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm Vanessa. Thank you for watching Copper Dust. Tune in next time.